Hey guys, we're in the kitchen cooking and we are making two different things here, and so Jim is making a sweet potato,
double sweet potato pie.
Double sweet potato pie without the sugar, and I am tackling the artichoke. This is one raw sweet potato, grated. That's a lot of sweet potato, hon.
It is. I don't need that much for the recipe.
Okay, then we can make pancake patties.
What do they call those? The Jewish
Ladkas. Ladkas.
Yeah.
I'm so bad at names. When you make an artichoke, what you want to do is cut the top of it off a little bit. So we'll do that. I'm going to wash this artichoke first. A little bit.
Do we have a pie pan to put this in?
No. Yes, we do. We do have a pie pan. All right, the first thing you do is cut off the end, like that. And then you take your scissors and you cut off the tips of each one of the little spiky things. Now, when I was 10 years old and lived in Oregon with my family, I took 4-H and I did 4-H cooking. And the first thing they taught us how to make, maybe because it started with an A, was an artichoke. I have never made an artichoke since then. And, oh yeah, you're supposed to pull these little ones off the bottom. And I have since learned how incredibly healthy artichokes are for you. So, cut all the little petals off. And I also learned that artichokes have this beautiful flower that comes out. So now I'm going to cut the end of this oh wait, this is very tough, and so you want to peel this. Not sure why, because I'm not going to eat that part anyway. And you cut it to within an inch, like that. And then you wash it really, really good. So in this pan, I have water, and I'm going to steam it. I'm going to take this little thing, set it in there. Take my artichoke, set it in here. Take my lid, set it in there. But before I actually add this, I'm going to make sure my water's boiling, and then I'll add it. It cooks 20 to 45 minutes, and after 30 minutes, you start checking it. Artichoke. Artichoke starts with A. Artichoke is a fun word to say, and it's a really weird looking plant. But it has very many nutrients in it. If you look at the USDA website, they talk about an extremely long list. One of the amazing things that an artichoke has in it is almost 3% of protein, which 3 grams of protein. And that is a lot for a vegetable to have. I'm going to just look over here for just a moment on my computer screen and read off some of the nutrients that it has. It has protein, fat, huge amount of fiber, 10 grams of fiber. And it has 14 grams of carbohydrates, but because it has so much fiber, that kind of negates that. Remember, we eat our vegetables to help our sugar intake slow down and digest better. There's folate, vitamin K, vitamin C, magnesium, manganese, potassium, phosphorus, copper, niacin, riboflavin, vitamin B6, thiamine, which is your vitamin B1, iron, pantothenic acid, calcium, and zinc. Wow. It is like this little ball of amazing vegetable. If the artichoke flowers, it is not edible. It's too tough. Most of the artichokes are grown in California. They are originally from Mediterranean area, and they grow there also. They grow year-round, so they're available year-round, but right now, March through May is when they're out the most. And so I'm going to tell you some of the very important things that they do for us. I have looked on the USDA website, I've looked on Dr. Axe's website, on WebMD, and so that's where I'm getting some of my information from. Besides it being full of nutrients, it's very good on our digestive system. Maybe because of all the fiber, it helps to make, even if you have IBS, it's pretty good for your gut. It is very good for your heart. It lowers the LDL and raises the HDL cholesterol. It is not bad for diabetes because of the amount of fiber in it. It is a whole food, which is amazing because, you know, you can eat almost all of it, as you saw in the video that I made. Now, yes, we did throw the petals away, and you need to make sure that when you're dipping it, that you're not dipping it into something that's really bad for you, because that could negate the goodness. Get some Greek yogurt and mix some spices and stuff in with it. It is good for, I had mentioned earlier, for digestion. It can be part of the GAPS diet if you've got really a lot of digestive problems. It is good for detoxing the liver, and I don't know, maybe, you know, it's a pretty amazing vegetable that we never eat. Artichokes are a very good source of iron, so they're excellent for anemia. Because of the vitamin C and other vitamins, it's very good for your skin. Heck, just rub it on your face. Just kidding. In every article I read, it said that it can help reduce the risk of cancer. And it does this by reducing inflammation, which is another good thing that it's good at. Every one of us need to be able to reduce inflammation in our bodies for some reason. So go out there, get you an artichoke, and do it. Now, the one thing I did not tell you is you can bake it, boil it, and steam it. It has a huge amount of antioxidants, and they are increased if you steam it, so that's what we did with it today. And as you know, antioxidants are what we need to be able to counter all of those free radicals in our body. Enjoy this artichoke. There are a lot of recipes. Share some of them that you have made. We would love to try them. He's over here making this crust. It's made with coconut, ground almonds, shredded sweet potatoes, and 2 egg whites. We are opting not to put the stevia or any sugar in it. And then it gets put into the pie pan and baked.
We want to line the pie pan. Do we have the appropriate lining for it, or?
You mean like parchment paper? Okay, Jim, tell me what kind of sweet potato.
This is a purple sweet potato. The darker sweet potatoes have a better nutritional value, so this is going to be the filling for our pie.
So that's not a sausage.
It is not a sausage. This is a sweet potato.
And this is his crust getting ready to go into the oven. So I got Jim a cookbook for Christmas, and this is what he's doing with it.
It's got a lot of great recipes in it. It's a guy cookbook.
For my guy. you. That's so pretty. Coconut. That is one beautiful pie. And that is dinner.
It's dinner.
We're having that and artichoke and sardines. How's that for a healthy meal?
I like it.
All right, when you are doing an artichoke, to test it if it's done and it's hot, you take it and you make sure that this pulls out really easy, and it does. And the way you eat an artichoke is you take a dip. This is a vinaigrette, and you dip it in there, and you just run your teeth along it and pull the meat off that, and you toss this. And they're super nutritious. As we get down inside of it, there's a choke. And the story is that if you eat the choke, you die because the hair will choke you. I'll show you how to take that off. And then there's the heart. And as you know, the heart is what we put in salads and on pizza and all kinds of things. It's spiky. So I'm going to the middle. And here's where the choke is. This hairy stuff. So you take a spoon and you dig it out, because you don't want to eat that part. And I'll show you what you get. Oh, this is so cool. There is your heart. And you know, your heart is what you can chop up and put on pizzas and salads, and it's where the really, really good stuff is. Yeah, but I have these funky boots on.
That's fine.
With my boots.
That's fine. No, we don't have any footage like this if that's in our way to do the chores.
Okay, it's just... It is a most incredible day.
We had snow last night, just a little, but...
Oh, but it was this most beautiful, soft...
Show the picture that you took.
Okay, I'll show the picture. Well, it's just with the sun coming up and into the sun, but it's beautiful.
Well, it was one of those mornings, you know, the morning after the snow, and there was starting to be some sun. I mean, the clouds were starting to break, and so sun is coming through, so you have this bright sunshine starting to hit the snow.
Let's just say that the groundhogs had to have been right, because we are definitely getting an early spring, and I'm not sure we even really had a hard winter, so it's amazing.
We're being told this was not much of a winter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which,
of course,
I'm sorry about the
this
drought.
is March.
Yeah, I know.
We could have more snow.
We're from Colorado. We always have snow in May.
Hey, I've seen it in June down low.
So anyway, but we have had a productive week.
Yep.
And my work keeps me very busy. And I keep thinking I'm going to come home and do something else, and then I come home and go,
Just tired.
But today we move the clocks ahead, so that means it's lighter at night, which will give me energy to be able to do it.
It's a good plan.
Good plan. Do y'all get to work all the time? Yeah, we all do that. Follow us. We're going to open up the greenhouse and show you these amazing plants that Connie, trays that Connie has planted.
This is all still pretty wet. Not that I need to water it.
Not just the seedlings. Hi, Meg. So this is all Connie's and this is ours. These that you're seeing here, we are pretty sure are weeds because there's the same plant in every one. I don't know, I'm just saying, I don't think those are them. But, ironically, this is tarragon. I needed tarragon for my recipe. So we replanted yesterday a bunch of things.
Does anything look like it needs water? It's all pretty damp.
Yeah, that's still pretty damp. Well, yeah, this one's a little bit dry.
I need to put the water can. You need some water?
So Connie does this amazing thing. She fills water in these jugs so that we're not putting freezing cold water on the seedlings. And then she fills this, and this just gets nice and warm, so there's warmer water instead of ice cold water. I think she's brilliant.
It's actually not ice cold. It's coming out of the ground, so it's around 55, but warming it up is a good idea.
Yeah.
Why not let Mother Nature help anytime you can? We want to share springtime in northern Nevada with you. If you listen, you're going to hear some of the birds, and you might have to.
That's a chicken.
That's a chicken. But we're hearing meadowlarks. Those I recognize. There's another bird that I've heard a couple of times, and I don't know what it is. So I need to find out what it is. Could be like a dove. That's what I just now
Yeah,
heard.
could be. Anyway, anytime you can have sunshine in the middle of a winter, and let's face it, unless you live in the South or in California, March is still the winter.
Absolutely. But to hear the meadowlarks starting to sing their song.
That used to be one of our favorite things when we lived in southern Utah.
Yep.
On the farm there. Yeah.
But it's early spring. It's not spring, but it's
spring.
It's portending to be spring.
It's going to be
on
spring
the way.
in a few more, weeks. 21st, right?
This is spring weather. This is spring warmth. So yeah.
Yeah. I think the mountains are calling us.
Yeah, I hear it. I hear it.
I hope you enjoyed the recipes that we did. Go to our website and you'll be able to find the recipe that Jim made on there. And we'll tell whose book it's from and all of that so that we give all that credit to them. And
we can put the link. We got it from Amazon.
We're putting the link.
It's for that book.
Oh,
it's a
for
good
that book, yeah.
Great recipe book.
Yeah. Although, he...
in reading the first chapter or so, he, and perhaps rightly so, talked negatively about a lot of people who discuss food choices that they're making and they don't back them up with facts. They just kind of make assumptions and repeat what other people are saying. And I have to agree with him in one respect, that's a problem, but a lot of what he was citing are what I have found to be facts. I mean, we've researched them and there are scientific backing. Just because the people he's talking about haven't gone to the trouble to find the scientific information doesn't mean it doesn't exist. So I had a little trouble in the first couple of chapters, then I got reading his recipes.
He almost took it back. We tried to take it back.
Then I started reading his recipes, and I'm like, wait a minute, you're doing all the right stuff. You're using all the right materials. You talked against them, but you're using them. I don't get it, but whatever. Great recipes.
All right, so we'll share that link down below to that book and the link to the website that has it on it. So, all right, have a great week. Enjoy your spring.